What's good? We back. Goodfellas Sports TV. We up in this thing doing what we do. Shout out to the whole Lions Den basketball community. And I want to do this video, man. People gonna take this to heart. People gonna get mad. Might get a response video about this. I don't really care. I think Anthony Davis is by far the most overrated player in the NBA. I don't think it's close, okay? Terrific talent. I think he has potential to have generational talent as well. But the biggest stat that goes overlooked by fans, is not rebounds, not points, not three-pointers, not super deep analytics. It's about wins and losses. What Meek say? Wins and losses. And Anthony Davis sucks at wins and losses. He had his career-high wins for the Pelicans last year. He had 48 victories in the West. Very, very good. Got out the first round versus Portland, swept them, and did what they had to do. Shout out to him. But it took him 6 years to do that. And on top of that, he's the most, he's the most injury-prone person in the NBA amongst the superstars, or people consider him a superstar. You know what I'm saying? And, people say, well, he ain't had nothing in New Orleans, and New Orleans ain't did this. Hey, man, you shouldn't have read up with New Orleans then. Okay? You just signed a contract with New Orleans. So that makes me think that you thought that you can win in New Orleans. Okay? So that's not my fault. I didn't put a gun to Anthony Davis' head and say sign back with New Orleans and sign back with the Pelicans. Not at all. Okay? Well, let's get that understood right here. He ain't had no help. Well, LeBron James, generational talent, considered to be one of the greatest top 5, top 3, maybe greatest player of all time in some people's opinion. He took the Cavaliers coming out of high school, and I don't know how long deep he was in, but he took that sorry Cavalier team to the finals. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, Davis should do that out the West. But like I say, when people say, oh, he the greatest 4 of all time, no, he not, bro. No, he not. He's a better defender than Kevin Love. He's just doing what Kevin Love was doing in Minnesota. Putting up monster numbers, and then the real test is when you get on a contender, can you do that night in and night out? When you get with another ace, when you get with a guy like LeBron, when you get with the Rockets with Houston, or with the Rockets with Harden and Chris Paul, can you still produce those numbers? Can you produce those numbers in the playoffs? Can you produce those numbers when there are expectations? Okay, same thing for Kevin Love found out. Can you produce those numbers when you expected to win the championship, expected to make the finals run? Anthony Davis ain't never had no pressure on him. You ain't had to never see Anthony Davis under no pressure. When people say overrated, people just take it as an offense. Yeah, it's a lot of great people that could be considered overrated. Overrated, not saying you're not that good. Somebody could say, well, I seen, Jamal Wilkes. He was a great player, and I had him ranked as an A+ player. Somebody come along and say, well, I thought Jamal Wilkes was more of an A- player. Is that the most dishonorable thing you ever heard? No. Just because somebody say something is overrated or say somebody is overhyped, that may be true, but it doesn't mean they're not great or they can't be considered great at some point in time. All I'm saying is Anthony Davis didn't even have the impact of a David Robinson, an impact of a Patrick Ewing. In Patrick Ewing's 3rd year in the NBA, he took the Knicks to 52 wins in his 3rd year. 52 wins. He made the Knicks relevant. Since Patrick Ewing, and a little bit before Patrick Ewing, after Bernard King, I believe, the Knicks ain't been relevant, bro. The Knicks haven't been relevant since Patrick Ewing for real on a consistent basis. When Shaquille O'Neal went to the Orlando Magic, before Penny got there his rookie year, they was like an 18, 17 win team. Shaquille O'Neal made them to a 42 win team, and they missed the playoff by 1 game. That's what you talk about greatness. That's what you're talking about impact. That's what you're talking about a great big man that elevates other team play. Who has Anthony Davis made a better player? Nobody. Drew Holiday was a certified goon before Anthony Davis. When Anthony Davis was out, he was doing what he was doing. He just slowed down last year with the Warriors because his wife was sick. Okay? Making sure his wife was good. Anthony Davis ain't elevated nobody. Nobody. He ain't made nobody better. He all stats. Similar to Russell Westbrook. All stats, no wins. Okay? The all stats first team. All right? And that's what it is, man. People talking about he great. Man, he's not even better than Karl Malone, bro. And I consider Karl Malone as the greatest talent at the number 4 position. Don't like him personally. Don't like some of the bitch ass shit he did. But as a power forward, Karl Malone was the greatest power forward from a skill standpoint. You talking about wins and losses and championships and all that. Got to give it to Tim Duncan. But from a skill standpoint, Karl Malone. Do people know that fadeaway one-legged shot that Dirk Nowitzki shoot? Karl Malone did that first. Okay? Do people remember when Karl Malone was younger, when he was running the floor just like AD was running the floor like a deer? See, a lot of people don't know shit about basketball, bro. In my Roger Mayweather voice, just talking about basketball. This dude can't be a generational talent if he can't uplift nobody. He can't win. He can't even stay healthy. Last year, they simplified the number of back-to-backs. He still couldn't stay healthy. The most games he played was 75. He out with an elbow, a head injury, my ass hurt, a glutamus maximus injury. I mean, dude don't even have the availability. You talking about natural talent? Very talented. Good rebounder, good three-pointer, good mid-range. But what is that equating to? Not no wins. I remember when real big men anchored teams and made teams better by putting fucking Hakeem Olajuwon on the Rockets, even though Ralph Sampson was there still at the end of that. He got injured. Shout out to pay homage to Ralph Sampson. Y'all know who that is. You need to go learn something, all right? Then you put David Robinson on the Spurs, made them a little bit relevant. Eventually, they put Tim Duncan on there, took him over the top, and they won a championship in '99 and lockout shortened season, okay? Can't too many niggas outdo me in this basketball. If I can coach a sport and I 100% feel confident, basketball, easy. You know what I'm saying? Easy. You know what I'm saying? You talking about real big men, Ewing, Mourning. These dudes made significant impact plugged in. And people will say, well, today more of a wing guards game. Yeah, but a great big man is always going to dominate and make a good impact, no matter what era it's in. If Davis played more on the block, he'd be more dominant, bro. Your big man is not helping you playing on the three-point line and stretching the floor. It takes away from his dominance. A big man in this league, if you could put a big guy on your back hip, you can dominate in the block. Ain't no fives no more. Ain't no real big man that can defend no more. You might have a Capella, there and there, and then the guys like Karl Anthony Towns can't defend the paint. You telling me AD can put Al Horford on his hip? Al Horford gonna need a double team. He gonna be in foul trouble if AD play like he supposed to play. Shit, by the end of the first quarter. Then when they got a double AD, then the 3 points to come, then the backdoor cuts to come, then the cuts streaking down the middle of the paint to come. The impact of a great big man is been diminished because these dudes don't want to make these guys play on the block. The block is very, very vital, And AD got some good defensive anchor. Yeah, he's a good defensive anchor, but none of this impact is having an impact on the Pelicans franchise. And then again, you can tell me how the Pelicans ain't surround him. He signed back with the Pelicans. I don't want to hear that. He believed something. He believed in somebody's dreams in the Pelicans office. Why'd he stay there then? Why'd he stay? So I don't want to hear that. I can see if this was his first 4 or 5 year rookie contract, then I'd be like, okay, let's see what he do if he goes somewhere else. But no, he took the money. So he take the blame. They don't win. I don't care if you're in the Western Conference or what. That's on him. You know what I'm saying? And he, in my opinion, he overrated, bro. He's a good player. When people start talking about top 5 player in the league, he can't even get his team to 50-some wins. You know what I'm saying? We can't even see him in fucking deep in April or May. So when the going gets tough and the pressure get going, he ain't in no meaningful games. And even if the Pelicans do make the playoffs, they expected to lose. So what's the pressure on him? This is my opinion. People gonna disagree. I don't care. Make your response videos and I'll rebuttal. We battle anybody on this hooping shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know too many people that can fuck with me on this hooping shit, but y'all know what it is. Shout out to the Lions Den basketball community. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You want to donate to the page, keep our page running well and growing the brand. The donation link is in the description, our PayPal. Shout out one more time to all the brothers out there talking basketball and holding the sports down on the YouTube. Respect the grind, respect the hustle. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter once more. And share these videos, man. Let's start some good debates in your Facebook basketball groups and with your friends. One time for the one time.